On the tee now, what is life like as a pro golfer? Earlier this week, several PGA golfers were in town playing in the CVS Health Charity Classic. Our Wally Franco walked the course with some of the players to find out what life on tour is really like.
Ever wonder what it's like to be a PGA professional and play on the PGA Tour? You might have seen a PGA pro on TV, but watching them in person is pretty surreal. This past weekend, several PGA and LPGA members played in the CVS Health Charity Classic in Barrington, Rhode Island. It may be an unofficial event on the PGA Tour, but does play host to several tour members. We caught up with former pro golfer and now Golf Channel commentator and analyst Aaron Oberholser on what it's like to be on the PGA Tour.
My experience on the PGA Tour was great. I had a great time on the PGA Tour. It's a very difficult lifestyle, one that maybe some people aren't that familiar with. Being on the PGA Tour requires a ton of dedication, a ton of time, a ton of sacrifice. The rewards are fantastic. Obviously, you reap a lot of benefits being a PGA Tour player, but those guys put in a lot of time, a lot of work. They're away from their families a lot, and they sacrifice having to go maybe to a wedding here, or they miss a birthday here. It can be a very tough lifestyle. It's a lot better for the guys who are obviously making a lot of money. For the guys who are having a hard time keeping their cards, it's a little bit tougher, obviously. But I was one of the guys when I played. I was a solid player, and I got to reap a lot of rewards. And now that I'm doing something different, I realize how lucky I was to be able to play golf at the level that I got to play it at.
As a pro and analyst, I asked Aaron if he had any tips to improve your golf game.
One tip I would have to give somebody would have to probably to stay tall. A lot of golfers want to sink. You know, they want to sink into the ball, they want to sink into their shot. And I would say, not that you want to explode off the ground and put this word ground force that people are using a lot today, but you want to stay taller through impact. And I would say to people, don't sink into the ball, stay tall through the shot. And that's one thing. Keep your head nice and level. Don't dip and dive. That would be the one tip that I could give people.
For On the Tee, I'm Wally Franco. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at NBC10_on the tee.